Hey everybody, how's it going? It's a Daily Shooter, and today I've got something really exciting for you. We're going to be taking a first look, a sneak peek at the brand new Diamondback Sidekick. So let's get to it. Okay, so let's go and open up this box and take a closer look at the brand new Diamondback Sidekick. Now you can see here on the box, we have kind of a Western font. We also have a couple of cowboys riding into the sunset. And that's because this Diamondback is a revolver. And it's actually a really nice revolver as well. This one comes with two different cylinders. We have one for .22 long rifle and another one for .22 Magnum. So you get a lot of bang for your buck with this thing. Let's go ahead and take this thing out, set it to the side, show you guys what else comes in the box here. Obviously, we have our lock right there. We have our owner's manual, which is actually pretty nice. It's a good owner's manual. It'll tell you how to do everything that you're going to want to do with this, how to maintain it and change out the cylinders, so forth. We also have a Diamondback sticker, pretty decent Diamondback sticker there as well. We have a little thank you card right here, some more information on the back. We have our chamber flag right there, and we also have that extra cylinder that I was talking about. So again, .22 long rifle and .22 Magnum. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a closer look and talk a little bit more about the brand new Diamondback Sidekick. Now, try and keep in mind, this is not a review. I haven't had a chance to take this thing out to test it yet, so this is going to be more or less a first look, first impressions video. And the first thing I want to talk about is how nice this thing looks. It has an excellent flat black Cerakote finish on it. I know the camera doesn't always do it justice, especially with all the lights behind it, but it does have a very nice flat, non-reflective surface on it. That actually looks really good with the black cylinder and the black grips. It just gives it kind of an overall stealthy appearance. The front sight on this is just going to be a standard front sight blade. The rear sight's going to be pretty nice. We have this trough that leads to our rear notch right there. It seems like it's going to be very usable and functional. This has a 4.5-inch barrel, which I think will give us plenty of velocity for a .22 and a .22 Magnum. Now, something else that I noticed right out of the box that I really like and I think sets this apart from other .22 revolvers that are on the market today, this particular one does not have a side loading gate. So in others, you might see a side loading gate where you push this open, it gives you access to one of the cylinder chambers, and you can go ahead and you can load each one at a time. This one right here, all you have to do is simply pull on this little piece right here and rotate the cylinder out, giving you access to all 9 rounds. So it gives you access to all 9 rounds, and you go ahead and push that forward, and that will push everything out, and you can go ahead and you can replace each one. So I think it's really nice that this entire cylinder rotates out, gives you access to every single one without having to go through a side gate like that. So I think that's also a very nice feature. And that also helps us replace the cylinder itself. Now, the way that that works is there is a little hole in the front right here. You would put a pin or, a punch or something like that in there, give it a little bit of pressure, take this cylinder out, take the new cylinder, put that in, put a little bit more pressure, pop it right in, and it switches out in just a matter of seconds. So it's very easy to go from .22 LR to .22 Mag on this thing. Now, as far as identifying which cylinder is which, it is kind of hard to see, and I like that you didn't mark it really huge. There is a small etching on the side of the cylinder that says .22 Mag or .22 LR, so you know exactly which one you have in there and which one you're swapping out for. So it's a pretty nice revolver. It's got a lot of great features to it. It feels really good. I mean, in my hand, this thing feels great. I can get a full 3-finger purchase on it. It feels really nice and comfortable, and I'm excited to actually try this thing out. It's single action, double action, so you can go ahead and use the action like that, or bring it back, get a nice 4-pound pull out of it. So, single and double action does kind of add to it as well. I think it's a really nice overall design, and it looks great. Now, it does have a little bit of weight to it. I think it weighs something a little bit over 30 ounces, I believe is what this weighs. I have to put this on the scale to see exactly, but it does have a little bit of weight to it, which is actually kind of nice. That means that you're going to feel pretty much zero recoil. I mean, 22 and 22 mag don't have that much recoil to begin with, but if you add a little bit of weight to it, it just virtually eliminates that recoil altogether, which means this is going to be something perfect to train on. It's going to be perfect to teach somebody with, and I think that it's something that pretty much everybody could handle. Now the grips, I believe, are a glass-filled nylon polymer. It's a very strong polymer. They feel really good. There's a very nice texture on the side right here. It does have the Diamondback logo on both sides located right there. There is no texture on the back, and there is no texture on the front. I don't think that's really all that necessary or detrimental to anything because, again, it's a 22 or 22 mag. Just the overall weight of it and the way that the grip is designed, you can get a pretty good purchase and it's not going anywhere. You can see that it's kind of flared towards the bottom of the grip right there, and that's going to help out with how you hold this thing as well. So I think all in all, first impressions are fantastic. This thing's going to come in at a really good price point. I'm not sure exactly what you're going to see it go for in stores. I believe the MSRP is like $329. So we may see into the 200s once this thing actually gets in stores, but we're going to have to wait on that to see exactly where it lands. But I think if you're somebody who likes revolvers, or you're somebody who's always wanted one, but just, you know, never pulled the trigger, no pun intended. If you're somebody who's never done that, then this might actually be one that would interest you because, again, it's a great price point and they give you a lot for your money. Again, with the nice black Cerakote and the changing, cylinders and going, between 22 mag and, not having the loading gate and being able to, pull the entire cylinder to the side and being able to push out all of those rounds at once. I think it's just a great overall design and definitely something that's going to be worth taking a look at. So again, this is a first look, first impressions of the new Diamondback Sidekick revolver. It's very comfortable, it's very ergonomic, and I think that this thing is definitely going to be a winner. I think this definitely needs to get some attention because it, if you ask me, it might be the best that's out there right now. Now, like I said in the beginning, this is not a review. It's first impressions, first look video, but just playing around with it, getting a chance to hold it and seeing what it feels like in my hand and, get a feel for the action and get a feel for the trigger and taking a look at the finish and everything else. That's where I come to my initial conclusion. I think this thing's going to be fantastic. Now, I'll make sure to put plenty of 22 mag through this thing, and I'll come back to you guys with my full review and I'll let you know how it functioned. We'll talk about how accurate it is, what it feels like when you're actually out there. So if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and you'll see that review coming hopefully in the near future. But again, I want to make sure that I put enough through this that I have a good understanding of exactly how this thing's going to run. So with that being said, the new Diamondback Sidekick. Take a look. Have a great day.